Bane, and the main Bane to me goes to Blizzard, 100%. And my boost goes to all the creative and otherwise people who have voices in the community who support Blitzchung, not because of what he did politically. Honestly, the biggest support you can give someone, we live in America right now, and if you live in another country that has freedoms similar to what we have, free speech in general, like the fact that he's doing that would bother China, but it shouldn't bother America. And the idea that he does that, he has the right to do that. And the rights we have to do that,
well,
you can circumvent, like, I understand people have contracts, people have all these things, like, again, as we've stated, it was against the rules.
See, you said he has the right to do that, which is really interesting because technically
he doesn't.
He does not. He lives in Hong Kong, which is a special administrative district of China.
But it used to be Great Britain,
right? Where he would have that, and that's like part of that debate is like, well, what do you do with people who like you literally have taken away their rights at that point, right? Like, and I don't mean on like, oh, they're in jail. I mean, like, well, they used to have these rights because they were a different country, and now you've kind of annexed them, so they don't have rights. Like, their rights were removed, but it's not to, It's just an interesting, I'll just blast it out.
I got him. Don't worry.
I can level up.
I have so many recall potions. Let's drink it like it's water. Woo! Anyway, that's the big thing. And I think that, I already spilled on myself, but I handled it so well.
The tea bag in my...
Tea bag.
Yeah, I got tea bags in my tea bag.
I'm not even a patriotic American, but I'm an American. And so I grew up I'm a white male American. I'm a white male American that grew up being able to do and say things that a lot of people don't get to across the whole planet, including my own fucking country. So I am all for people having the right to do things. I get the idea of having contracts. I get the idea of being against the rules and him speaking the way he did. But my end game to it is there has to be nuance to it. And what they did feels like two things. It feels like the initial reaction feels like they protect their interests in making money in China, and the second thing is I feel like they're trying to trick the public into siding with them when they give in to public pressure. Like, that makes you seem like a good person because now I gave in to public pressure. Like, you have if you had a...
Well, to me, that seems like they have no moral compass at all.
Well, okay, no, I agree.
So
that's true.
That's literally like, we don't know what to do, so we're just going to do this blindly.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't a good thing? We're not supposed to kill people? Oh, well, I'll bring them back then. It's like, no, if you were really a good and moral company to begin with, you wouldn't have dealt that out. Or you would have dealt out an appropriate punishment. 'Cause I think what happened, actually, because I don't disagree that he should have been punished at all, because technically there is a rule. First off, I think that rule should have been clearly stated and not zero ruled.
Yeah.
Because they put it under their catch-all.
Look at you leveling up. I think you're the opposite of Diablo 1. You're leveling up faster than me. A little bit.
A little bit. So, yeah. I can't remember what I was saying now. But essentially, what it falls down to is they didn't have a good moral compass to begin with because they dealt out a punishment that shouldn't have been dealt out. Secondly, they definitely dealt out something that was way more severe, and they dealt it under a zero rule. And it's like, look, if you guys didn't want them to make politically damning statements, why would you not just put in your rule set, do not make any political statements during post-game interviews?
Yeah.
And like have a clearly defined set of punishment designed for that.
Yeah.
Because then someone could essentially play the game of, is it worth me taking this punishment to make this statement? And good. I think it's great for Blitzchung, who first off, I didn't know who the fuck the guy is. I follow him on Twitch now.
Yep.
That dude probably got millions of followers just out of making a statement that everybody else is already making.
In hindsight, the support that he's received might prove more favorable to him because of the blowback from Blizzard. So, in hindsight, he might have gained more than he lost doing it, being suspended now for 6 months. And that is kind of hand in hand with the boost that I would give. So.
Yeah, and keep in mind, like, once again, Dave mentioned this before, but I feel it's in need of reiteration. I have no arrows. Not that. That's not what I'm... There we go. That Blitzchung, despite the fact that it may sound like he's American because of Blitz, he's from Hong Kong.
Yeah.
He is making a statement about his country, his sovereignty.
It's legitimately a personal thing. It's not something that he's doing it to just get attention. He's legitimately doing it because it matters to him.
So yes, great boon to Blitzchung, boon to the support, boon to the two announcers who had stepped down in solidarity with him, and as much as I hate to say it, boon to Marco Rubio.
I mean, he's in it because he hates communism, because he doesn't
understand what communism is. Yes,
he doesn't know what socialism or communism is, but he hates it, and I guess yes.
But yeah,
it brought us all. Do you want a recall potion?
No, I'm good.
Are you sure? Because they're weighing me down. I have way too many. There's one.
All right, I'll take that one for you.
Yeah, damage. We're leveling faster here. I'm okay. Oh, there's a guy. Get me out of there.
And whatever, I can't remember what the Democratic senator's name is who also wind or whined.
Well, it's easy to remember Rubio because he looks... Well, no, it's not Rubio. Is it... I'm thinking of Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz looks like he should be the Zodiac Killer.
Oh, he was a Zodiac Killer.
Oh, that's right, he was. Good point. We're not... No conjecture, this is the truth. He was a Zodiac Killer. He fits the profile. But, yeah, no, it's... They dislike it for different reasons, but if you're bringing together, like, the political parties of America, I think it kind of proves our point.
Yeah. I agree. Like, literally two people who, for the most part, were completely opposed.
And they're opposed to the point of not even, like, acknowledging that they should come together for the better of the public. Like, they kind of do it as a profit to be opposing to one another. Like, they're...
Yeah, tribalisms.
Tribalism is... If you bring together people who are engaged in active tribalism, reconsider. That's what
yeah. Maybe that 6 months was actually too strong.
Oh, fuck.
But, let's face it. Representatives, I was just going to say Republicans, but representatives themselves... I mean, they're in what they do for a currency, votes.
Find what we need. We need flint.
Oh, are we supposed to be finding something? I was just killing stuff.
No, we need to light the light, man.
You have fire.
I know. It doesn't this doesn't matter. What I'm doing doesn't
just
matter.
lit that tree on fire?
It doesn't matter.
Come on, Minecraft. Let's go. I don't think you have that power in Minecraft.
Maybe over here? Let's keep going, though. I mean, just saying.
Okay, so there's the full map.
Yeah, okay, that's, yeah, we need to go up here, I guess. We've been down there.
Nope, we've been up here.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, there's a cave up here, though.
Yeah, but we don't have the flint.
But there's a cave, right? We
yeah,
go in the cave?
went in that place. We'll find out. Next. All right.
Have we gone in this cave? Ice cave?
Is it the guy that's dead?
No,
Oh, Jesus!
He is not dead, Dave. I don't know what you're talking about. still alive. Just gonna keep swinging because I'm about to die.
Yeah, of course I'd pick an ice dagger when we face ice things. It's just the way my life works. It's fine. Son of a bitch.
This is Dwarf's remains.
I searched it, but nothing came up. There it is.
Hey, I found it.
A slab of flint.
Just a slab.
Yeah, that was easy. We only went every other way but here.
Why can't we just use Spark? You're a fucking sorceress. You have Spark, right?
No, but I'm not useful. I'm not. I don't do the, I don't keep up damage-wise as a sorceress. It's really frustrating. The way I keep up with you damage-wise, I have to hit things with my awesome dagger. It's it's the way it has to be. It's awful.
Dwayne has to be?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Speaking of which, I also got to play Magic with Dwayne. It was a great time. If for some reason in the future Dwayne and our Pathfinder friend Alex watch this, I miss playing Magic with you guys. It was fun.
And if Dwayne, we have an opening right now on our Pathfinder group. If you want to join our Pathfinder group.
I know you're busy. I know you're going to get married. But, hey,
I don't think that's where we need to go, right?
No, we've discovered so many things. What do we need?
Where's our other... There wasn't that way. There must be another cave somewhere.
We need flint and some... I forget what the other thing is.
We got the flint.
What is the other thing, though?
Torch.
Oh, we don't have a torch.
We don't have a torch.
Can we buy a torch? No, there's nothing over here.
There's nothing over there.
That's stupid. All right, we got a cave over here. Or we got a summit over here.
Maybe we have to go the opposite way. Oh, we already went in that one cave. Maybe it'll appear now.
I've got to be so cold.
No, you have a frost dagger.
I have a frost dagger, I have a skirt on, and it's
curmudgeon. Just a second.
So cold right now.
So shout out to Founders, our sponsor for the day.
Yep, Founders. I look forward to your check.
Yeah, but it goes straight to breast cancer awareness.
No, I look forward to Founders' check to breast cancer awareness.
Yep. But keep in mind that we cannot send cases of beer to breast cancer awareness. So if you just sent us 2 cases of beer, we'll totally 90s product placement on the stream.
We will drink and support the fight for breast cancer awareness elimination. What? We'll support the elimination of cancer and breast cancer. There we go.
Dave, all cancer matters.
All cancer needs to die. Yes.
All cancer. Such a ridiculous argument. All cancer matters, Dave.
Oh. I mean, October is my favorite month, so my favorite awareness is breast cancer, I think.
So in Germany, at the Oktoberfest festival in Munich, Germany, 32 people permanently lost their driver's licenses.
What?
For jumping on the scooters while intoxicated.
What? Scooters?
You know how we have the city bikes?
Oh, yeah.
They have the same thing, but they have electric scooters.
But they got... Really?
Yeah, they got DUIs while on electric scooters, which forfeited their license for life.
For life?
Yeah, that's how it works in Germany. If you get caught driving, you're not allowed to...
I don't disagree with that logic, but I'm in shock because I know people who, do a bunch of DUIs, do a lot of stupid things, and get away with a lot of shit here in America.
Yeah, we'll call it blue and pink packets.
Yeah.
A lot of stupid stuff that you get away with.
Are we in a new place? I'm confused. It all looks the same. All I want to do is level up. Seriously.
I'll tell you what, Dave. Let's recall. I need some health pots. You need to cool down. Or warm up. You need to warm up. You're not wearing any pants.
I'm never wearing pants, and it's frustrating.
And I really don't feel as if we went very far up the mountain. Is this better than you have? Headed leather +3?
9 total? No, I'm at there.
Then, okay.
Same thing.
Four, 2. I can sell the 2. Random fucking amulet. 1 point. No, here's the trick, Dave. Watch this. Wait,
You didn't sell shit.
I didn't buy stuff, did I?
You might have.
No. So
I just did 23 grand. You've been buying stuff like, man. Look at you just buying shit.
Well, the melee gets most of the stuff. There, I can put this on. Now this is the trick right here. See that wisdom? Oh yeah, 6%.
What? Where'd that come from?
Oh yeah.
Oh, did you put stuff in wisdom?
I did.
Oh wow.
And, once again, I forgot the one thing that I came back for.
On my next level, actually, I guess I could do that.
It's for the long term. It's stupid and pointless because eventually you'll just max out, and then that wisdom will be useless.
True.
But
I didn't mean to do that.
For the way that we're playing it, literally just trying to get through the hardest difficulty, which we are currently on easy for the Let's Play, but for the hardest difficulty, yeah. So Founders selling. Uh-oh, what'd you do, Dave?
I didn't do anything. I did that though. Oh, sad.
I saved just before we recalled.
You did.
So
sad.
We may have a slight issue.
So in now that we're all frozen and we're talking about things, before I leave tonight, I would like to play one of my decks against either your white or your green-red beats. I don't know which one you like better.
I mean, the red-green beats is pretty poor. Not very good.
Did you? No. All right. There's that something of the old ways. What's her name?
Nakia. I call her Nakia because I work with a woman named Nakia.
Yeah.
But I think her name in the game is actually Nikia.
What would be your end game? Like, you're doubling your mana, but why are you doubling your mana?
That's a really good question, and the bane of it comes from the fact that after I double my mana, I can't cast a fucking sorcery.
Yeah, true.
So
now here's the thing: like, if you're doubling your mana and you splashed blue, you could have Crasises, and that would be insane.
Yeah, that would be nice.
But if you're just doing, I'm trying to think of what you could do with, like, you could do a Ravager Worm easier, which is awesome. I think it's Ravager.
Yeah, Ravager Worm is we have two options. One is it can fight something else. Yep. It has Riot, and it can destroy something.
No, I feel like that's good, but if you're doubling your mana, I was trying to think of like a good reason for you to do that.
Right, but and the whole trick was that I wanted to strictly make a deck around Nakia.
And I think if you do that, you'd actually, I think the better thing would be to include your, like, what's that? It's a red X spell. I think it's actually an Allegiance, where you cast it for, it's 2 red, an X, and then when you deal damage to any target, you get to cast a thing.
Electrodominance.
Yeah, exactly. Electrodominance. I feel like that would be something you could do with Electrodominance, but the problem is you can't cast it.
Right, I cannot cast it because it is not a creature spell.
So, you need X creature spells, and there's a lot of them. There's actually some artifact ones that cost X.
Okay.
In Throne of Eldraine, there's one that has Trample. It's a worm. It's an artifact worm. It costs X, and it has protection from multicolored. So you dodge all the multicolored removal. And you can trample with a bunch of... Like, that could be a good addition, too.
I have the Razor Wolves in there, too, so it gives everything +2/+2 trample, haste, vigilance.
Oh, the boars?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, not wolves, the boars.
No, the boars...
Not meant to insult your wolves. My apologies.
I love wolves. As you hadn't found out by me really struggling to kill wolves, one of my favorite decks in Magic Arena is wolves right now. Abzan wolves, by the way. Black, white, and green.
Is this better than what I have? I don't have enough gold for it. I went defense first, but I can still go defense first. I can still have chain gloves and a chain helmet. All right.
But I have a hard time, unless you're running like a Krasis, it's really hard to justify doubling your mana for creatures. Because, like, No-Hide Ferox.
See, my idea was that I would find a way to extremely buff the amount of cards in my hand to just keep throwing creatures down and hopefully get bigger and bigger ones. However, I've yet to find a way to do so unless I only have one of each creature. Because then if I only have one of each creature, then I can be like, that enchantment, if it's already on the board, allows me to draw a card because it's another creature and keep doing it. But it's just not working out as well as I'd hoped, which is why it's just not very good.
And part of the problem is, like, if you want to run beats, like Nullhide Ferox combined with the Questing Beast, those are huge. Those are great 4-drop green creatures that completely warp play for what you're doing.
Okay.
But they both cost 4. They don't need Nakia. They both come out and are aggressive as fuck because one of them has haste, one of them has hexproof. The Questing Beast is ridiculous because if you connect with a Questing Beast, it deals 4 damage to each planeswalker your opponents control. It's super. It's
super.
It's super duper. It's so good.
It's uber.
Do we have the flint or did we not have that? No.
We don't have the torch.
I know, but do we have the flint since you saved?
Yes, we have the flint. I saved literally just before we recalled.
Okay.
So the only thing we're missing still is the torch.
Oh, well, that killed me. Wow. Wow. There. You can bring me back if you want. I'm right there. Or, honestly, get the kill. Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I was so close already.
I got the gold. It's fine. Everything is fine.
Do we have to come down here? I don't even know.
I don't know either.
We might as well just save game again. I don't know. I remember us breezing through this and then me watching a Let's Play 20 years later, really recently, of this game and him having to look it up where he has to go. And me being like, I don't remember that being that hard. I just remember killing stuff and winning. $15, $12, $15. I don't feel as if this is the right way.
It might not be. All I want to know, we have allegedly we have the flint.
We have the flint.
Synchronized jumping. All right. All right. I'm getting more
oh, there he is.
I'm getting more.
There it is.
There it is.
Yep, that's what
I'm getting more money than you, but you are definitely getting way more experience than it. It's a wash, right?
Well, you're one kill away from leveling.
Yeah, but you're about halfway now after me finally catching up. It's fine.
I know it's fine. I enjoy it.
And the thing is, I'm trying to think of red creatures to throw in there. But what's the name of that? It's a giant where it plays as a sorcery and it deals 2 damage to any target, and that damage can't be prevented. That costs 2, and you can do it as an instant. And then you have a 4/3 giant when you want to cast it for 3. It's really good. It's a rare, but it's really good in Throne of Eldraine, which I want to. That's a decent set, more so than the internet will let you believe before it was released.
I'm a bigger fan of the prior set.
Well, no, when you interact more with it, I think you may still like Allegiance and stuff like that, but Throne of Eldraine was better built than I thought it was going into it being released. I'm very impressed with, and it doesn't seem overpowered. Questing Beast is really oppressive for like if you encounter that in an aggro matchup, you better have an answer or it's going to win you the game or win the other person the game. That is. But no, it's good. I like it a lot. But I'm trying to think like that giant and Questing Beast are two things that would bring your red green like.
But it's still not like Nikia does not need to be there for those.
No, I feel like she's like the weakest link in the whole game. I really do. Like, what's her stats? What is she?
5/5 for 4/5.
5/5 for okay, that's cool. Well, Questing Beast is a 4/4 for 4. And you don't need to splash red for that. And Nullhide is 4/4 for 4, but it's a 6/6 for 4 with hexproof, and it forces your opponents to pay 2 before they cast an instant or sorcery, which is great, super good. I think she's the weakest link in the whole deck. Honestly.
Oh, anything like Krasis would be nice though.
No, if you splash blue and she's in there.
I don't know how do I search for cards with X in the casting cost?
Oh, I don't think you can. I think you gotta like. That's like the one weak link with.
Well, that's the cave. That's not where we need to go.
Oh, I clicked square anyway.
Yeah, we need to go up to the summit. Yeah, because if I could look for those, it's possible that I could splash more than the 2 colors, right? And get like
the worm that I'm explaining that has trample and protection from multicolored and Throne of Eldraine. That would be perfect for what you're doing because one, you don't need to guarantee what kind of land you have out for that.
Right.
Assuming you have Nikia, like, unfortunately, I don't think this way leads anywhere.
We'll just take it back around.
But it basically skips Mortify. It skips all sorts of multicolored spells, which is actually relevant, super relevant. And it's a worm, and it has trample. So if you are actually to put invest a lot of mana into it, it runs over things in combat on top of being having protection from probably your more premium removal spells. Even like 3-mana Teferi, it can't bounce it. So it's not bad.
I'll look into that one too. And that's Eldraine?
Eldraine, it's a rare.
Okay.
A rare artifact. So it basically can go in any deck, but in your particular build, you don't need to pay attention to what mana you're paying towards it. Anything obviously will work.
Oh, there's a summit.
So yeah, I'm trying to think it's weird. All the X things that you want to do, the reason what makes that card so in real life, like paper affordable, is because what you want to do most of the time with X mana is big spells.
Yeah.
So Krasis kind of bridges that gap. And if you were to able to do casually, if she's in the play, if you drop a 12/12 Krasis, that becomes the target, and she stays out. You draw another Krasis, gain life, draw cards. So
one of the problems I have is that I lay her, then people, the first couple iterations of the deck, I would lay her, they'd be like, all right, I have 4 cards in hand, and they're probably going to take care of her because she's a 5/5 that does this ability, and people would just be like, nope. Let's see what you have in your hand now. Let's see if you can do anything. Then they'd start laying stuff, and I'd have to pass turn because everything in my hand isn't a creature. So they would purposely leave it on the board, knowing that nothing in my hand could be used.
So you actually have
that was the first couple iterations of the deck.
Yeah, you actually have to. If she costs 5, you have turns 1, 2, 3, and 4 minimum to actually cast legitimate sorceries, for instance,
yes,
or artifacts. Have you?
Yep. So yeah, it really At first I was like, oh, this is gonna be so good because I can double the mana, blah blah blah. And then after a while, I'm like, I can't have a Domri in there.
That's
I can't run anything that's practically meta. It's just not good.
I have a feeling Rhythm of the Wild would fit in your deck because it would fit in that aggressive spot. And once you get it down, you don't need to worry about casting it. And everything, even Nakia, when you cast her, you'd be like, I'll have her be a 6/6 without haste. It's fine.
So I had Rhythm of the Wild, but I had too many. I had 4 of them, and 4 was too many because I would eventually just have 3 in my hand.
Eventually, yeah, you draw it and you're just like, wow, this is not what I wanted at all.
Yep. That's not the way things melt. Good camera movement right off the edge of the cliff.
He's dead, Jim.
Is there a dragon here?
Oh, well, maybe. Actually, I hadn't considered that. That sucks. Leave us alone, dragon.
I like how they had to load into the next cut screen.
He sleeps with his eyes open. That's creepy.
Or he's just watching us right now. I smell smoke.
That's creepy, man. Sleep with your eyes closed. Is that a dragon or a drake?
That's a dragon.
Looks like a dragon.
I wonder how long they had to practice to get that little neck wiggle down.
I gotta pee so bad. Let's kill this dragon real fast. I don't even know where we're going from here. Like, what? Is he gonna surprise us? Like, what's going on here?
Oh. We lit it? Do we have to head back? Yeah, I don't know. And there's obviously some form of dragon. It's dragging us down. I don't know.
So I was thinking about, like, yeah, Rhythm of the Wild would be great. Like, there's a lot of things that would be great before she hits the field. Where, like, I don't actually see her as a finisher either. Like, Nullhide is more of an impact than she is.
She's definitely not a finisher.
Yeah.
And she's, unfortunately, nothing that when she hits the field, people, like I said, they don't bat an eye at it.
Yeah.
They don't care.
They feel like they don't know how you built your deck most of the time. But, like, I feel like that if I was seeing that, if I had blockers, I'm not sure I would care as much about her as I would other things. So, because she comes with this horrible downside. Now, her upside with a Krasis or something that you could benefit from that standpoint is crazy. Because you go from being like, oh, the best I can do is a 6/6 Krasis. The best you can do is a fucking 12/12 Krasis.
Right.
That's 6 draws, 6 life. Like, that's super good.
That's definitely a timer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really been playing it. I've been working on it since I found out that card exists, unsuccessfully. Just because there really isn't. There's not a lot of great synergetic creatures with it. I don't even know where we're supposed to go.
It doesn't.
Did we get the key?
We got 2 things. No, we got the key from the guy.
Let's look at the quest log here.
I feel like we got
No
the
quest.
key.
Well, I don't understand why I wouldn't just recall that.
We
Let's
got
not
the
inform
key, we got the flint, we got whatever, we lit the thing.
that. Well, we got the key because of the other thing. So let's go talk to what's his face.
Sorry, I'm a capitalist. I am Blizzard.
I am Blizzard's financial arm.
Look at all these. Look at all those.
Wow.
All those bent swords I have.
Oh, I wasn't wearing a helmet.
It's fine.
Vaughn. I need to put on a helmet real quick.
You're wearing a helmet.
Now I'm wearing a helmet.
Now you're wearing another helmet.
Alright, so another save. And you know what? I don't think we really need to go any farther than this in the game. We have bashed Blizzard and China quite a bit. Our top 5s, write them down. Obviously, Dave and I had a lot of overlap on those.
I still don't have pants. I'm trying so hard.
But you have knee pads.
I do have knee pads. You're right.
Those are way more important for me.
The skirt and knee pads totally protect me. Like, my thighs and ankles and shins be damned. And my abdomen and my neckline and my arms.
Like that is what I wear at work, Dave.
What did I just do?
You do?
I dropped it. Okay. It's back in my hand. It's fine.
Like, that is what I wear at work. That is what keeps me safe, right there.
Oh, hey, we can talk to him. The last thing we do.
Yep.
Come on, Sean.
I saw the signal fire a light upon the slopes, and you have brought the key. But tell me, did any of the dwarves from the
I told you we had the key.
Yes, but before you go on, I feel like that's a dwarven, like, pub song. Huh, I saw the signal fire upon the slopes. Did you have... and you brought the key. But tell me, did y'all... like, I feel like we should be, like, swinging a mug of ale.
They all died. Oi, oi, oi. Everyone's dead, Shorty. Everyone's dead.
Is that you or me? I believe you talked to him, so you'll have to read it.
No! I'm getting sick. Some were slain by a dragon, and the rest were slain by ogres upon the slopes. They fought valiantly, but their opponents outnumbered them because they're small.
More deaths our enemies shall answer for. You have done enough, traveler. No need for you to risk yourself for our clan any longer.
That's good to hear. I was hoping just like to get a hotel room. Maybe you have like HBO. I just want to chill and watch Barry.
HBO, like, Hose Beyond.
Yeah.
Like just who are your best non-diseased prostitutes are? Send those my way.
I like shorties.
With beards.
Gear, I wish to enter the mines and help your people. I actually really don't. The drow may decide to leave the mines before the reinforcements from Easting arrive, and I cannot allow that.
Very well, then. I'll not argue with one with fire in the eyes such as you. Simply hold the key in your left hand as you approach the gate. Then push it into the stone door. It should melt inside.
Ooh,
The
melt
door will
inside.
open itself. Luck be with you.
Thank you, T. I will return to the drow. I will return when the drow are driven from the mines. But they're people too. I don't understand. That's fine. There's a lot of racism going on. Let's go back and save.
Let's just save. But in fantasy games, you have to remember.
I'm so close to leveling up. What a terror! I have to wait a week for that. Like, it's less than a.
How much is it?
It's so little.
Let's see. I am at 31,848.
I'm.
you need 7.
I am 23 experience away from experiencing leveling.
Yeah, you're 27.
Look at that damage, though. You're a piece of shit. Look at how awesome my damage is.
Yeah, my damage sucks.
And your armor finally got above mine, but your energy's garbage.
My health's better.
Yeah, your health is better.
And look at that experience that I have, Dave.
Yeah, you got more experience. Yeah, you're good. Well, our wisdom is you get double the experience I do. It feels like.
Yeah, because I get that extra modifier because I'm at 14 and you're only 13.
Games are stupid. All right.
All right, guys, we are logging out. You guys have a wonderful weekdays.
And for the record, like, if you didn't catch us on stream and you're watching this disembodied version of us on YouTube, we have JQ, the OldManJQ, how you would normally spell that. I did it correctly on YouTube. And then Davey Danger 16 on YouTube. I have a playlist of this particular thing because it involves me. So why not? On there I have other things, but it doesn't matter. What matters is this. And yeah.
We also, Thief Gaming Works, which is the nonprofit that we stream for. We have a Facebook page. Go it's pretty much just whenever somebody gives us a shout out or like some dank memes. Almost always video games.
Is there an easier way to search for it? Because I couldn't find it until you invited me, and now I found it. And now since you invited me, I liked it. It's easier for me to access. But I couldn't find it searching.
I don't know.
It's weird. I couldn't find it searching.
I think the problem is that Facebook only likes things that have a lot of likes and follows.
God damn it, Facebook.
So what I'll do is I'll put the link in the description of the video on YouTube, and you can click that link, like and follow, and see our dank ass memes.
That's a good idea.
And yeah, I think that's it for this week. Everybody have a great weekend and great week, and
Go Beavs.
Yeah, we didn't wear pink today. We apologize. It's a little chilly, but next week maybe some more pink.
But I wore my beaver.
That's true, and I'm wearing an Alaska shirt where more women get raped than there are women in Alaska. So wait, no, that's not a good thing.
That really ended dark.
Yeah,
that's awful.
that's bad. Bye.
Fuck Alaska, man.